For someone who's just discovering your music, how would you describe your sound?
That's above my pay grade.
What do you got, Cotter?
It's pretty good.
What's up, friends? It's your girl, Emily Curl, back here at our iHeartRadio studios in New York City. And today we are joined by one of the hottest live bands in the country right now. Goose is here. Can we show some love for Goose in our studio? Hey, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
It was so nice to see you guys. What a year that you've had, but also more importantly, what a night you had. You just dropped a surprise album. You're fresh off of Fallon. How are you feeling today?
Feeling good. Last night was really fun.
Yeah. Tell us about the experience.
Well, you know, you get there and you play a song for 4 minutes and then that's it. it's kind of short for us because we usually are like up there for 3 hours playing songs. So it was kind of funny, but really just awesome. Jimmy's an awesome guy and love that he's had us a couple times on the show.
That's amazing.
Great vibe over there in the studio.
Yeah.
We're going to get into more of your live shows later because I have a lot of questions about that. But let's start with your brand new album, Chain Your Dragon, is here. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Tell us about this project, why this one was the next right one to release.
It's been in the works for a long time, you could say. We've been maybe trying to make this record for a long time, and it, I don't know. The universe does what it does. This was the right time, right circumstances, and for all intents and purposes, there was some bleed over from the past record. Some of these songs were worked on, but for the most part, the entire record we recorded in like March.
Oh wow!
And it was just primarily the four of us in the room just knocking it out, and it felt really good. It's really 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 fun. A lot of these songs have been around for a long time, and for this to be the way they were captured feels deeply right.
Obviously, it's your first time here at iHeart. We're so glad to have you guys here. I want to go back to the beginning, especially for our audiences here. The idea of Goose. Give us the origin story. Where did Goose come from? Tell us about how the band was formed.
Yeah, so this record actually, a lot of the songs come from a band that preceded Goose, which was a really formative experience for us. And that kind of dissolved when we went to our separate ways, and then maybe a year or so, a couple years went by, and we started. Trevor and I started playing again, and just bars around Connecticut for years, and finishing up school, that kind of thing. And then at a certain point, we just started hitting the road, and things kept evolving, and it's a long journey.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. You guys have been playing music for so long, but it really feels like in the last year, 2 years, you've been on this meteoric rise. Did you see this coming, and have you felt that? Does it change every single day for you guys?
It's been a trip since 2019, I'd say. Things started getting weird then, in a good way, but it's definitely strange, Yeah. But
you play enough shows where no one buys a ticket, and then all of a sudden, if some people start buying the ticket, like you're just like, what is going on? This is weird.
But not only are people buying tickets, people are writing articles about you guys. They want interviews. They want you on their shows. So it's not even like, yes, people are coming to shows, but they're curious about you guys. You're having this big moment. That's got to feel really exciting. Maybe you're not checking your phones. I guess maybe I would be checking my phone. In this part of the creative process, making music for so long, what is inspiring you right now, especially with this album? What are you enjoying the most? Is it the recording of the album? Is it the live shows?
All of it. Just this experience. We were just saying on the walk over here how great this feels. Like just getting to hang out, the four of us is really really fun, and I think we're just stoked on that, making records, playing shows. It's all, even like doing this stuff is fun.
For someone who's just discovering your music, how would you describe your sound?
That's above my pay grade.
What do you got, Cotter?
It's pretty good.
We don't know. We're just doing it. I don't know.
Here.
Yeah.
What about genre-wise? Like, do you classify yourselves? Where would you put yourself? Because I feel like that's also a larger conversation.
Well,
indie groove.
Indie groove for sure.
Yeah. It's the jam band. We're a jam band. There's no skirting around that. But I don't know. I think as time goes on, the genre thing becomes more and more. There's a lot of artists that maybe are faithful to a thing in a cool way, but to my perspective, there's a lot of so much bleeding that goes on between genres, and a lot of my favorite artists, it's like, what is this? You can't really say. what it is, and that's compelling to me, at least, you know.
Yeah. What do you think is the secret sauce to Goose, to you guys? Is it the band dynamic? Is it the music? What is it? Is that a hard question?
Yeah. It's like stuff like that. It's so perspective dependent, you know, and we're just, it's too close to it, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't feel qualified to answer stuff like that, just because it's like, I don't.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you? Like, what does it mean to and someone else? You know, it's we're just, the best we can do is do the best we can do at what we do, and then, you know, it's you know, whatever that goes is up to everyone else.
Like I was saying earlier, I feel like a lot of your fans are now really invested in who you guys are as people. So I thought we could play a little game if you guys are up for it, where you know each other best. So I'd love for you to tell me a fun fact or something surprising about the person sitting next to you, and then we'll circle down.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay,
fun.
so let's start here.
Okay, the fun fact about Trevor. This is amazing. Well, I'm a current member of the Trevor Book Club. Trevor
Really?
reads the most amazing books, and he always is recommending to me like what to read next. I read Project Hail Mary, which is an amazing book that Trevor recommended.
Wow.
And Ready Player One. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been good being part of the Trevor Book Club.
Is it just the two of you in the book club?
Well,
Is it the larger book club?
No. It's
Okay,
spread like wider than that. The crew's involved. The other band, you know, Carter, I think you read Project Hail Mary.
I did.
There's, you know, it trickles out.
Okay, I love
Yeah.
this. Okay, we got a book club. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, that's good. Okay,
Going
Trevor.
down the line.
Yep.
Rick's been on a multi-year search for some like magical Converse sneakers that have disappeared into the ether.
Wait,
And they're still out there. So
wait, this is
Yeah.
good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
And what are the sneakers? Where are they?
They were yellow.
Paging Delta.
Just.
yeah.
It was a lost bag.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Makes
They
it sound a little
disappeared.
cool. I kind of gave up the search a long time ago, but I guess if they turn up somewhere, like, it'd be nice. But,
Okay, we need to find them. Okay,
yeah.
This is good.
but,
Okay, good to know.
We had some inside people. They came up short. It didn't pan out.
Maybe
But
one
what are you gonna
day.
do? I mean,
One day.
they were beat to hell anyway. So it's
That's someone who finds that bag. They're gonna like watch this interview later. They'll have
Maybe.
some special
Maybe.
shoes,
That
yeah.
would be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
kind of feel like it's gone to the world forever.
It's
but-
like sitting in that warehouse where in Indiana Jones at the
Yeah.
end of
With
Raiders
the
of the Lost Ark.
Yes.
Yeah. It's in one of those crates. If we could just get access to that, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll work on that. Yep. Okay.
This guy's got a lot of nicknames. One of them is Corn Boy. And one time I heard him out in the parking lot before a show, and he was talking to someone on the phone. He said, and I was like, he didn't know I was in earshot, and he said, "Don't tell anyone, but I actually don't like corn that much." And it's like, you probably don't know, but it's a whole thing, you know.
It's a thing.
Yeah. But he does eat it a lot. I mean, that was, you know, he orders it, so
It's good. But,
it's good. But it's
you
not.
know,
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
on
it's
Mango.
not
It's like
identity
a
work.
cornerstone
But
of my identity.
Wait, that's
but
so funny.
that's maybe kind of endemic to his he, like, you know, he doesn't love corn that much, but he still leaned into it.
Oh, that's
You know,
beautiful.
he's got
That's
that-
It's
beautiful.
for the people.
He's got that spirit,
Yeah,
so
I can
you know
feel that from you.
that kind of says a lot about him, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, bring us home.
Shoot. Well, fun fact about Peter and I is our old bands used to play together all the time way back in the day, so I've known him for a long time. And the last time we played together before either of us were in Goose, I remember he came up to me at the end of the show and he said, "One day I would love to be in a band with you."
What? You manifested this.
I didn't even remember that until I got the Goose gig and had that flashback memory and was like, that is strange. It was the last show Great Blue and Swimmer ever played together.
Yeah.
So yeah, really
Wow,
cool.
that's really crazy. Okay, wait. So how long have you guys all known each other? Who has known each other the longest here? It's
Probably
us
that.
too.
yeah. Okay, because
Yeah.
that's since high school, right? This is
Yeah,
like
pretty
yeah.
much.
okay.
Yeah.
And then you guys have known each other how long with the bands?
I mean,
guess you would've
I
met.
also went to the same high school as Rick and Trevor, but I was a couple years younger. So I knew of Rick, but didn't really meet him until after college.
Yeah.
And then we I think one of the first times we reconnected was we were just like on the train to see a Fish show at Baker's Dozen. And that was also 2017. So we were just like hanging out, and Rick was like, "Oh yeah, and here's the tracks for the next couple albums Goose is gonna make." I was just like,
Wow.
"What?"
we had first crossed paths at the Georgetown Saloon.
Oh, Georgetown
It's not
God.
around anymore. But,
Yeah.
I remember like later college years, I started hearing about them, their band, and they were putting out albums. They were making albums. You know, it was like a high school band putting out albums. I was like,
Yeah.
that's cool. You know, it's hard to make an album. You know, it's a lot of
Yeah.
work, and you know, regardless of where it stands or anything like that, it's an achievement. You know, so I checked out some of their albums and I was like, that's cool. They're doing it. They're like
Yeah.
making things. And then we started crossing paths, and I was playing with another band at the Georgetown Saloon, and they were on the bill, and that was the first time we crossed paths.
Yeah.
Wow, and that was back in
Crazy.
20. No, that was. Wait, so what year was that? That would have been
Probably 2016, 2015, something like that.
Yeah,
Sounds
okay.
right.
Yeah.
Wow, and then so that's another thing that we have to talk about is your live shows really are an experience, and they're like unique. Each show really is. Tell me about the process of putting together these live shows and how you go about making it such a unique experience every single time.
Well,
Is that a hard question?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it starts with like the set list is different every show.
Yep.
Which keeps it fun for us, and we continuously like experiment with different ways to play the songs and different spots in the show and jam them into one another and maybe back to the previous song. It's super fun.
How far in advance are you guys planning these shows? Is it just like you're backstage and you're like, okay, let's do this tonight, let's do this? Like,
It varies a little bit, but like
A lot
usually
is
30
chaos.
minutes before we do it.
you're like, this
Often.
feels right for tonight?
Yeah, because I mean, it's the process is always kind of like evolving, changing. There was a lot of times where we'd put a lot of thought into a thing beforehand, and then we'd get there and change it all anyway. And so it was kind of like, what's the point? Let's just write the set list right before the show, because that's you're most in tune with the energy of like us and the room and the day and the night and all of the things at that point. And now I've kind of come back to that can still happen, but like putting more thought ahead of time and then changing it last minute, just like being deeper in the process leads to more creative choices and stuff like that.
When you're on stage, you're performing, and you look out into the crowd and you see all your fans that are very committed. What do you see? To paint the picture of what you see on stage when you look at the fans out in the crowd.
I don't know. It's just such a special thing. I look out pretty often, and just sometimes you see people who are just like embracing each other and like having a real special moment that I'm just like, this is amazing. It's such a cool thing to get that many people together in a room and not have like your phone out and just be like focused on the music and all listening together. It's a really beautiful thing. I'm just glad that still exists, because you used to have the days where it'd be like you get the new vinyl record and you invite all your friends over and listen.
Yeah.
But the concert is kind of like the closest thing you can get to that these days. So it's special.
And then I have to ask you about your first ever headline show at MSG. That's
Yeah.
holy ground. That was crazy. That was this summer, right? It's just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
June.
End of June. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about that experience. What was that like, playing that stage and to that crowd?
Definitely a very special thing. We were just talking about this. I don't usually get like kind of choked up at things, but that walking out there it caught me off guard. It was a pretty powerful thing for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also have to ask you. You went an hour past curfew from MSG. How bad was that bill? Was that rough?
Could have been worse.
Okay, not
They
too bad.
help pitch in.
Oh, they
Yeah,
do.
actually,
They're
yeah.
Goose fans.
They're very nice about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so just before we let you go, Chain Your Dragon, the new album is out. What do you hope that your fans get to experience about Goose through this album?
Well, I think this album, like in particular, set up this whole fictional world with a lot of characters, and I feel like that is a unique experience for fans. They can kind of dive into this whole story that's laid out in this record, and they get to, hear me play on it compared to older records that I'm not on as much or at all.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
It feels like a monument to our world and the journey we've been on and all of that. And for it to be captured, because, a record is like a capture. And like I said earlier, this record's been a long time coming. And I'm just really proud and happy with the way that it was captured. And the fact that it's this crazy full circle moment. Yeah, it feels good. It feels right.
Oh man, we were so excited for you guys. Thank you so much for your time, for coming into iHeartRadio. Can we give it up one more time for Goose here in our studio? Congratulations, guys. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here, and don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. See you next time.